Something inside of Madurai snapped. The Madurai brothers are now frenzied. Yo! Makoto starts sobbing uncontrollably. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Aviator. I am your United States Aviator, and this is Danganronpa Hunger Games. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Yesterday's episode was pretty fantastic. We saw a whole bunch of winners, and now we're going to see some people who rarely, if ever, have gotten a chance, by the way, to claim a victory in this game. This is Danganronpa 0 and Danganronpa Killer Killer. Two things that I have really... Wait, what? Okay, yeah, they're there. I was confused there for a second. I thought that like an old file was put up, but we're good. We got characters there. We got characters down there. Characters from Danganronpa 0, characters from Killer Killer. If you have not read Danganronpa 0, it's a pretty good read. If you haven't read Killer Killer, I actually really enjoyed Killer Killer. It was short, and I was like, it was short, but it told a good story. It was very nice. It was very nice indeed. But I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna introduce the cast because a lot of these people never had a chance. So, there's no districts. Everyone's unaffiliated. But starting off from our home team, I guess, I don't know, Danganronpa 0, we have Ryoko. We have my boy Yasuke, whose name, he's been in the games before, and let me tell you, I don't know how many times I've butchered his name, but who boy, it's been plenty. Moving on, we have Kamashiro, we have Kyoko, we have Mandarai. We do have Mandarai, but I feel like there should be multiples of them. We have Jin, Mr. Kyoko's dad. We have Morisame, who's been in the games before. We have Junko and Mukuro, who are both in the novel. We have the steering committee. We have Azuru. We have Makoto, and that is the lot that we have from Danganronpa 0. And if we move on to Killer Killer, we have Takumi, we have Misaka, we have Juzo, we have Dogami, we have Makuru, we have Chisa, we have Tengen, we have Munakata, we have Veruca, and we have Izuyoi. And those are our... I guess we could have made this a versus episode, really. But there we go. We have a nice little cast from both sides. Featuring characters from Danganronpa 0 is something that a lot of you have wanted. So, also, Danganronpa 0, not really too long of a read, so I would suggest if you haven't read it, it does shine a lot of light on the earlier happenings. So if you're ever curious about that and you haven't read Danganronpa 0, I do say go ahead and read it, because I didn't read it for a long time. I just kind of knew the plot, but after reading it, it did clarify quite a few things. So yes, I wanted to wait for this episode to just like fit into the schedule and happen after I read Danganronpa 0 and Killer Killer, which I did both in like a week at like the beginning of the season. So this episode could have been much earlier, but it is today. So tell me you guys. Tell me, how many times do you think I'm gonna mess up Yasuke's name? That's number one. It should be far less because I've read it so many times because I've read Danganronpa 0 now. Tell me, who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think's gonna lose? And tell me if you've read either one. If you've read Danganronpa 0 or if you've read Killer Killer. Tell me in the comments. And for right now, while you guys do that, I've already messed with that light. I've done that. I've done so many things to just do and not pause, you know? And I bet you guys are thinking he's gonna pause right now. So no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to straighten out my message back here. Year of the Aviator. I've been meaning to do this because I've seen it in my editing. The R kind of swooshed over somehow. I know how. One time I was playing a game and I was like, and then the chair pushed the R like all the way over here, but now it's nice and even. So I don't think anyone has noticed that, but that R has been on the side for quite some time now, but now it is fixed. And I fixed it once before, and then I think I messed it up again like the day after. So there's gonna be like, it's fixed. That was our tangent for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, I've read them both. And let me tell you, I guess I didn't ask you your favorite characters for both. Okay, yeah, no, stop. Go back. I know you just posted. Go back and edit it. And if you can't edit it because mobile's being stupid, because I know that happens. And for you guys who find a way to edit it, I'm proud of you. For you guys who don't and you're just like, it happens, go down and click reply to your own comment. Yeah, do that. Do that instead. You can find a way. I'm gonna read it regardless. Tell me your favorite character from Zero and your favorite character from Killer Killer. It can even be characters that you know, because you know most of the Danganronpa 3 characters, and you know all the Danganronpa 0 characters who are like Kyoko and Junko and Mukuro and Izuru. Yeah, tell me that. I'll tell you right now, so we're not doing another long tangent. Whose part did I like in Danganronpa 0? I guess I liked Mukuro's part. I feel like we got a smidge of character development for Mukuro. I understand her a little bit better. I do, I guess. Just her role in this whole thing, I do appreciate her a little bit better after Danganronpa 0. I already appreciated her, because let me tell you, I like Mukuro a lot. If we go to Killer Killer, though, I gotta go with my boy Takumi. He is great. He is fantastic, you guys. If you haven't read Killer Killer, he's the homie. I'm a fan. But as for wins, I gotta go Kyoko, because that girl needs a win, you guys. She really does. For loser, I think it's gonna be Misaki. I do. I feel like Misaki's gonna lose this one. She is cool, I guess. She kind of feels like a damsel in distress, but she's also very smart. She's clever, but those are my picks. Those are my picks, and I'm just gonna go and start round 1. I think you guys are ready. I think I'm ready. How long has this intro been? I like to see sometimes. 7 minutes. That was a good intro, you guys. 7 minutes intros, magnifique. Let's go ahead and start round 1. We're not wasting any time. We gotta get ourselves a winner, and we gotta get ourselves a loser. Are we prepared? Are we ready? Are your picks going to do okay? Are my picks going to do okay? I'm not sure. I have no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead. Let's start this off. The beginning of round 1, ladies and gentlemen. There are no tributes. There are no podiums, but I think in the distance, did someone already sound? Someone sounded the horns without my who sounded the horns without my Without my permission, someone has sounded the horns. I guess this is fine. Chisa trips and falls in a really bad... Wait, hold on, no. Sound the horns! That's right. That's my job. That's what I do. I don't know who sounded these horns, but I'm gonna get you. Chisa falls in a really bad way and breaks her neck. Chisa, you are now on the loser's bracket. Congratulations to you, bringing some good old qualityness onto the loser's bracket. The Madurai feels strong enough to handle anything. Ryoko wants to end things once for all with Mikuru, but Ryoko bites the dust. Rest in peace, red-headed, forgetful girl. Munakata twitches uncontrollably. Makoto hums a song to himself. Takumi sets down a trap. Kyoko looks around for stuff to scrounge. Murasame tries to kill Yasuke, but Yasuke retaliates and kills him instead. Thank you, Simulator, for that little bit of accuracy there. Yasuke is cooking up a genius idea. Juzo somehow finds some tactical combat gear and equips it. He can now punch better than anyone without sacrificing any flexibility. Ruruka doesn't care much for this place. Izio gets caught in one of Takumi's traps. Now all he can do is hope to be freed. Kamishiro does something real cute, but also, you are like Teru Jr. over here. The steering committee is looking for an easy out. Accurate. Junko seems unshaken by any of this Dogami or Dogami. You're gonna be Dogami. Oh, you could be Dogami though, because that means dog. Your boy likes dogs. You're Dogami. No, you're Dogami. Stares into the distance. Takumi challenges Tengen to a fight. Takumi bites the dust. So much for Killer. Azuru is determined to survive this. Mukuro tries to kill Munakata, but Munakata kills her instead. Rest in peace, Mukuro. Misaki wishes she could go home, and Jin Kirigiri twiddles his thumbs. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost 5, and we are already down to 17. Ladies and gentlemen, let's Claire de Lune it up. Kaede, thank you. 4. On the loser's bracket, Chisa, Ryoko, Murasame, Takumi, Mukuro, And with those 5 gone, we have 17 remaining. Are your picks doing okay? Are they? Are they? It's only been 1 round and we lost 5. For so few people in this game, that's kind of a lot, but let's click next round. Let's proceed. Ladies and gentlemen, Dogami tries to kill Juzo, but his combat armor diverts the blow. Misaki doesn't really want to, but finds herself having to get rid of Juzo without any problem with the combat gear, so okay. Jin Kirigiri sets down a trap. Ruruka finds some leather scraps, just enough to patch together some rudimentary clothing. It looks rather caveman-like. Yasuke ambushes Munakata and gets rid of him. Kyoko feels sorry for Izuyoi and frees him from the trap. Good on you. Good hardcore Kyoko. Good on you. Tengen gets caught in one of Jin Kirigiri's traps, and now all he can do is hope to be freed. Mikuru does something really cute. Something inside of Madurai snapped. The Madurai brothers are now frenzied. Yo! Makoto starts sobbing uncontrollably. Izuyoi spots something shiny in the distance. Let's see. Mekaru wants to end things once for all with Kamashiro, but Mekaru bites the dust. Azuru gets cocky and dies from a stupid mistake. Azuru, you and your stupid mistakes happen far too frequently in this simulator. Juzo tries to get others to notice her, and the steering committee trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking their neck. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again. Shall we play a lovely Claire de Lune for another 10 gone? Juzo, Munakata, Mekaru, Izuru, the entirety of the steering committee. And we'll check our statuses in a moment after we get to our top 12. Our top 10. We know that's what we do with this simulator. Who's gonna win? We already have Chisa in the losers bracket, but who's gonna take this W? Let's find out. Let's proceed. Let's click next round and see at the top that, there's no red right here so far. Misaki wants this to be over already. The dead husk of Mukuro is still dead. Kyoko twiddles her thumbs. Yasuke is cooking up a genius idea. I see a little bit of orange-red down there. Jin won't give up so easily. Dogami has a horrible feeling in her chest. Tengen is still trapped and screams for help, but nobody answers. Juzo's dead, and in a fit of frenzy, the Madurai brothers finally achieve their goal. Find Junko and slaughter her. They did it. They did what they couldn't do in the books, but they have finally done it. Kamashiro does something really cute. Izuyoi follows some sparkles and discovers a magic wand. Hopefully it still has some spells in it. Ruruka is wearing leather scraps, and it is a sight to behold. Makoto hums a song to himself. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost a squad member today, and I will play her a lovely Claire de Lune. Junko. And we are halfway through. 11 and 11 remain. We have Izuyoi, we have Kamashiro, we have Misaki, we have Kyoko, Dogami, Makoto, not Munakata, you still have Yasuke, we've got Jin, we've got Tengen, we've got Ruruka, and we have the Madurai. Who's gonna win this one? It's a really strong group left, to be honest. If you've read the books and you've read the manga, strong group, very strong group, but we'll proceed. Let's see who wins this thing. Misaki wishes she could go home. Makoto finds a pitchfork, which he figures is great for lobbing at enemies. Kyoko spots something shiny in the distance. Dogami finds some leather scraps, and now she is in charge as a cave woman. Tengen gets mauled by animals. Ruruka seems unshaken by any of this. The Madurai look for their next victim. Yasuke tries to kill Kyoko, but Kyoko retaliates and kills him instead. Jin won't give up so easily. Kamashiro ambushes Kyoko and eviscerates her. Kyoko, I thought that this was your day. I thought it was finally Kyoko's time, but maybe your dad can win for you. And with a flick of his magic wand, Izuyoi turns Misaki into a sheep. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time yet again. We lost 3. And who died first? Tengen? After Tengen, Yasuke tops off our top 10. Yasuke hit 10th, Kyoko hit 9th, but we gotta give them a Claire de Lune. Tengen. Yasuke. Kyoko. Final 8. Is your pick still alive? I'd be willing to say no, but maybe they are. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know what you guys picked at this moment in time, but I'll know once you comment. Hopefully, you better have commented, because if you're like, oh man, my pick won, but I didn't comment, yikes. Let's proceed. It is round 5. Ruruka tries to get others to notice her. Jin, Kirigiri wonders about the future. Misaki is a sheep and grazes peaceably. The Madurai look for their next victim. Izuyoi has a magic wand and he waves it around, sending sparkles everywhere. Kamashiro is looking adorable as always. Dogami wonders about the future, and Makoto wonders how far he could lob his pitchfork. You should just throw it and hopefully it'll attack everyone, hope boy. But it's time for the next round since nobody died. Izuyoi somehow finds a suit of medieval armor and he is now a magical knight. Haruka decides to put Misaki out of her sheep misery. Rest in peace, sheepy girl. If Sonya was here, she would have helped you get to the win. Dogami is wearing leather scraps and it's a sight to behold. Kamashiro wants this to be over already. Jin finds some scraps of leather and he is looking rather caveman-like. Makoto hums a song to himself and the Madarai creep up on Jin Kirigiri knowing that they had something to do with the tragedy and covering it up, and he takes him out. The Madarai are on a roll. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Misaki, Jin, Kirigiri. Final 6 Madarai who are on a roll but could easily die from a heart attack. Makoto, Kamashiro, Dogami, Ruka, and Izuyoi. Interesting enough. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. Next round, round 7. Rest in peace, because Makoto wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. He's probably actually still alive, which is very lucky of him, but we're all gonna assume that he's dead. Kamashiro really doesn't want to, but finds himself having to get rid of Izuyoi. Haruka is only looking out for herself. The Madarai look for their next victim, and Dogami is wearing leather scraps, and it is a sight to behold. A woman in charge wearing leather scraps. Ladies and gentlemen, Makoto, Izuyoi, both gone this round. Final 4 consist of Haruka, Kamashiro, the Madarai, and Dogami. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Makoto, Izuyoi. Whew. Whew. I don't know who's gonna win this one. I never really have any idea, you guys. But it's a tight race between these 4. Will it be the backstabbing girlfriend? There were a lot of backstabbing girlfriends in this one. There was Chisa who made the loser's bracket. It would be fitting for Haruka to win, actually, for you guys to be opposite each other. Let's continue. Let's proceed. At the start, we lost 2, which means we're in our final 2. I don't know who they are yet, but Junko's dead. Madarai, still in a fit of frenzy, creep up on Kamashiro and kill him dead. So long, secret agent. Dogami stares into the distance. Jin is dead, and so is Murasame, but Haruka wants to end things once and for all with Dogami, and Dogami bites the dust. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a battle between the Madarai and Haruka. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Kamishiro, Dogami. Final 2. Will it be Haruka? Will we have 2 backstabbing girlfriends, both Chisa and Haruka heading off this episode as winner and loser? Or will we have the Madarai who finally get their revenge on everyone who's been involved in the tragedy? Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out. Let's click next round because your winner is nobody yet. Madarai still look for their next victim, but they have to either calm down or get Haruka out ASAP. And Haruka tries to get others to notice her next round. This is it. Haruka seems unshaken by any of this, and in a fit of frenzy, the Madarai brothers creep up on Haruka, and they slaughter her. Ladies and gentlemen, Claire de Lune 4, Haruka. Because your winner, or winners, representing Danganronpa 0, the Madarai brothers. Well, look. If anyone should have won this one, probably should have been them. Or Azuru. But, yes, they are very impressive. Well, then again, I guess Mukuro also took them. I guess. Look, we're not gonna worry about that. They're great. I'm glad that they won. In last place, we had Chisa, who also involved in the tragedy now. But that's all. It's all thanks to Junko. There's a lot of these stories are also intertwined a little bit. Not really at all. Now that I think about it, 0 basically gives you a lot of feedback and story for the start of Trigger Happy Havoc, which is I thought really neat, and Killer does intertwine a little bit with Danganronpa 3, or at least it has some characters from Danganronpa 3. It's like a prelude to Danganronpa 3. You can see how things are going before Danganronpa 3 happens. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up the winners bracket, because the Madurai got their goal and they won the whole thing with 4 kills. They deserve to be on the winners bracket. I don't know if they have an appropriate image to put up there, so I don't know what we're gonna put there for them, but they are there, so good on them. If we then look at the losers bracket, Chisa, who is great and also not great. I think which Chisa is this? This is technically Danganronpa 3 Chisa. So yeah, we've got bad Chisa in there, but that's fine. She is there on the losers bracket. And that's today's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this finer bits of Danganronpa literature. The literature episode, yes. The Dangan literature episode. That's probably what this episode's gonna be called. It might be called Zero and Killer, but Dangan literature, I think I like the sound of that. This is my thought process. This is how things happen. Usually this is me talking at the end of the video after I'm cut off, but now you are here. You are here for the creation of the title. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this one. Next week, where are we? Ooh, this is interesting. Next week is a very interesting episode. We are taking some accidents from season 1, and that's all I'm going to say. But they will all be in an episode. The other episode is... Do I want to keep that a secret? Nah, I'll announce it right now, because I might ask you guys for some input for that one. It is Split versus Legit. It is characters with some sort of other personality or other half. We've got Hajime and Azuru in there. We've got Toko and Genocide Jack. We even have Chihiro and Alter Ego, anything like that. I think we have Nekamaru and Nekamaru too. So if you have any suggestions for that episode, I will look at them. You can put them in your comments and I will add them if I don't have them in. If I'm like, yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that one. Because I actually forgot about Mekamaru, but I was like, you know what? That boy needs to be in this episode. Also thinking about putting in Minimaru too, because he's a homie. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your United States Aviator, taking off, telling you to stay classy passengers on this fine Friday in the year of the Aviator, and I say toodaloo, flight crew. Thanks for watching.